Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This is a very exciting video for me. I don't know if it will be for you guys, but I hope so. We are putting in a greenhouse. I bought one of the Vego greenhouses, the Pacific variety, and I have been unable to relax since I hit purchase rather. So that was probably maybe the third week of January. I bought the greenhouse on when they were having that big sale, and they still have a good sale going on. But okay, this is distracting. Let me move it. Let's put it down here. Let's see what I could do. Microphones are kind of annoying, so I'm sorry if the sound is. Oh, thought it hit the floor. Sorry if the sound is not great. I got it right by my throat, so you can hear all my throaty noises. Anyways, so I bought the greenhouse at a really good sale, and then I reached out and was able to get, because I'm a affiliate, I reached out and they sent me a extra percentage off of the greenhouse. So that made it more affordable for me to purchase. So I did, and I'm so happy that I did, because I've wanted a more permanent greenhouse structure in my garden, and I didn't really know where to put that, where it would make sense. Last year I really wanted to make some changes in the garden, so I ended up moving a bunch of my back beds, and then I decided, well, this would be a great place for a greenhouse because my plants grow really well here. It's not in 100% full sun, which is, you kind of want your greenhouse in a pretty sunny location, but it's sunny enough to grow vegetables there. So I figured it's sunny enough to have a greenhouse there. So that's what we did. The beds are gone, and we are starting to build our greenhouse. Now, just side note, a couple of things. This video that I'm filming with you right now is from the future, because I didn't like the original intro that I did, so I'm doing another one. So this is our intro. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sierra, garden in Zone 6A, Ohio. There we go. And yeah, so I already know like where things are in the process. So this is just future me reintroducing this video, because the first one that I did when we first started the project, I didn't really like it. So I deleted it and decided to do it again. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions about the greenhouse. This isn't a step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just, I don't know what this is. This is just something. I just want to share the greenhouse with you guys. It has been frustrating, to say the least, but things are moving along and it's coming together, and I'm so excited. So this actually will be a 2-part video, because this first part got kind of long and I don't really want to do an hour-long video. So we'll have 2 parts, and this is part 1. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. So the first thing that we wanted to make sure we got done was to tape all of the panels, the polycarbonate panels for the greenhouse. This is a big step, one that you don't want to miss out doing ahead of time. So I mean, I was the one who taped them all, and it took me probably, I would say in total about 4 to 5 hours, but I spread it out over a couple days, because I wasn't going to sit there. I mean, I don't have the ability to just sit and do one thing for 4 to 5 hours a day. So I split it over a few days. It wasn't horrible, but I got it done with only a couple of cuts on my fingers, but I survived. But you don't want to not get this done first thing, because when you start building the greenhouse and it starts to ask for these, you'll want to have them ready to go so you can just insert them in right away. So we finished all of these, and now we get to start on the second box of panels. These are all done as well. I already opened the second box just to take a look, and there is 28 panels in here that I've got to tape still. So yeah, but let's go and look at the spot where the greenhouse is gonna go. It's muddy and wet right now, so it doesn't look like much, but at least you get to see what we're starting with. So it's gonna go right here. So that bed is gonna come out, and these two are gonna move, and then the puppy pen is gonna move, and then it's just gonna be right in this spot. And the greenhouse behind the bed is going to stay there for now, at least. I'm gonna keep that bed or that greenhouse in use, but it is gonna stay in that spot for now. All right, so let's head back in and we can get started on the second box. So I started working on removing the raised bed and transferring the soil. What I did with the soil was just to move it into my outer beds around the area. This is all good soil that I use for the raised beds, and I will have to buy it again once I get the beds into their final spots. But so far so good.
Forgot to check before we left and measure. Got out of the car.
I'm sure it'll fit.
So are we thinking the 4x4s?
Yeah. So he's gonna go look for a different cart because this one is not what we want. It's hard doing projects with spouses, but I need the muscle. Yeah, so we're going with 4x4s for the base, and I think that will work out just fine for us. The only thing is we got to dig them in, which I'm not looking forward to digging anything in. Is he coming back? Nope. Anyways, yeah. Here he comes with the right cart.
not there.
So we got our wood base finished, and then after that I started working on the frame, and this was pretty easy. The instructions were a little bit confusing, but I managed to figure it out. Then we started to get some snow, and that didn't stop me. I put on the second layer of the frame, and we just kept on powering through. So I started putting the poles in for the sides, and then I made a terrible mistake. The instructions show you to put all the poles up, but then they don't show you that you need to look at the next page to see what step you have to complete alongside putting the poles in. So just watch. Many of the beams ended up bending, but they were very easy to fix. So once we flipped the page, we figured out that we were supposed to brace the bars as we went along, which we did not know. Once we figured that out, everything went well, and we were able to start sliding in some of the polycarbonate. Things were starting to come together, and we made sure we did not miss any more steps. While the instructions were kind of like, you got to reread and stare at the pictures and look at the parts over and over again, once you actually like figured it out, it was easy to put together. But the instructions, I would say, kind of remind me of IKEA instructions. Now this is where the hubby got obsessed, and he started building while I wasn't even like around to help. Like he was just out here working, and I'm not mad at it, you know. I mean, I kind of felt like this was my project, and he kind of took it over. However, with it being so cold outside, I didn't want to be out anymore at this point. So he kind of took over and wanted to keep on working, and I just said go for it. You know, he's a Lego guy. He loves Lego. So putting this together and the challenge that it posed, he was all over that. So yeah, I just let him run with it. Now, that's not to say I didn't come out and help, but I mean, he literally stayed out here at night and was out here still working on this thing. See? Crazy. Meanwhile, I'm in the house, you know, eating dinner and being all warm and cozy, and he's out here just plugging away. I'm not mad at it, though. And here we are today. This is what it looks like. All the panels are in the roof, and everything is looking incredible. It's almost done. So the only thing that we have left to do is we have doors to put on. We have an end caps there and there. And then we have drain pipes on that go down on all four corners. And that is it, outside of doing this here. So I'm super excited. We still have a lot of like what's it called? We have to caulk all of the panels. I can definitely see some dripping in here, but the next few days should be warming up. So I'll get this done as soon as all the snow and stuff melts, but I'm so excited. I cannot wait for this to be finished. I thought initially that, like, when I ordered this, I'm like, I should have got the bigger one. I should have got the bigger one. But I think this is going to be plenty for me, especially in the space that we have. Like, I don't want my whole garden to be just this huge greenhouse. I'm happy to have what we have. And I also have the greenhouse over here on the side, which I still plan to use, and am excited to use that one this season too. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. It's huge, bigger than I expected. Like, look how tall that is. We've got our windows that I can't even reach these. They're so tall. It's hard to like open them. Anyways, so this is what it looks like. I'm so excited. Come back for part 2 when we're doing the ground and installing some shelves. I think I'm going to go with Vego's shelves that you can buy to go along with the greenhouses. I'm going to do that as opposed to building my own shelves. I think they'll just look better just to buy the ones that come with it. But you don't have to do that. If you buy this greenhouse, you can do whatever you want with it. It's just really versatile. I mean, all greenhouses are versatile, but yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about the greenhouse, what you saw. I will have $100 off coupon for you if you decide that you want this greenhouse. But definitely come back for part 2 just to see everything kind of finalized. Part 2 will probably be up in, you know, a few weeks or so, just depending on how things go. But hopefully I'll have it finished and up for you guys very soon. I'm just waiting for shelves and then deciding on which gravel, all that kind of stuff. And then like kind of working in between the weather. So yeah, but I'll let you guys know when it's coming out. I'll post to my community space on YouTube. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in part 2. Bye.